Rochester City Council has approved a preliminary tax levy increase of nearly 6%, setting a ceiling for the city's 2026 budget. Our Sananda McCall joins us now in studio to explain what's driving this increase, how it could impact residents, and why some council members want a smaller hike. Sananda.
Hey, Cami. Well, this evening, Rochester City Council adopted its preliminary 2026 to 2027 budget, which city leaders say is the smallest budget they've seen since COVID. The levy increase will be capped at 5.9% with a public hearing set for December 1st. City of Rochester leaders spent months reviewing the preliminary budget for 2026.
And those discussions resulted in a preliminary levy adoption coming forward to you today of $118,284,623. That includes a recommendation to establish the preliminary 2026 operating and capital budget in the amount of $663,901,470, which is inclusive of Rochester Public Utilities.
Councilmember Patrick Keene says a large portion of the levy increase goes toward maintaining staff salaries and benefits while keeping the city services running smoothly.
As this council, I believe we are trying to be good stewards while we are also trying to provide the services that people are requesting.
But not all council members supported the final levy. Councilmember Palmer pushed back, questioning the use of taxpayer dollars for some programs and suggesting more reliance on federal and state funding.
I'm disappointed in how some of our taxpayer dollars have been used this last year. I go to the RPT Gold Microtransit pilot program. It turned out to be $232 per ride. The other thing I'm disappointed in is in the 2025 Transit Overview, the numbers of ridership is down from almost 2 million before 2019 to 600,000 this year.
He says some city spending could be reevaluated to ease the burden on taxpayers.
I like the library. I think it's a great facility, but our library is the most expensive library in the state of Minnesota.
Palmer says he'd like to see the levy at 4.8%. Mayor Norton also addressed common confusion over the tax levy, explaining that the 5.95% increase only applies to the levy portion and that property values are the main factor impacting individual tax bills.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay.
Nay.
The motion passed 5-2 with council members Palmer and Fredericks voting no. The preliminary levy sets the maximum the city can collect for 2026, though it can be lowered at the public hearing. Adjustments like changes in the community building fund can still be made before the final adoption. Cami?
All right, Sananda, thank you so much. The council says the budget balances fiscal responsibility with city services, including public safety, infrastructure, and community programs.